thanks and praise to the Almighty God, without whose blessings and mercy this auspicious occasion would not be possible. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, it is no secret that education and capacity building has been one of the top priorities of President Jammeh's government. And today's first call to bar ceremony of barristers and solicitors who have been fully trained in the Gambia is a manifestation to this. Your Excellencies, distinguished guests, I must confess that after completing the LLB program at the University of the Gambia, we, the newly graduated law students, were all at a loss as to where we would receive our professional training as legal practitioners, since at the time, the only options available were to either gain acceptance in the law school within our sub-region or the United Kingdom. Therefore, the approval given by His Excellency the President for the setting up of the Gambia Law School was not only timely, but also an important milestone in our national development. The setting up of the Gambia Law School has therefore made professional legal training accessible to all Gambians who meet the minimum criteria for admission. No longer will the legal profession be restricted to the lucky few who can afford to travel overseas and pay exorbitant tuition and accommodation fees. In fact, not only Gambians are making use of the Gambia Law School. Being called with us today is a Cameroonian national who has obtained an outstanding pass in the bar final examinations. And in the current batch, there are a number of foreign students who are following his footsteps. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, it takes a visionary leader to build a nation, and we thank God for blessing our nation with a leader with not only the vision and foresight, but also the will and determination to go along with it. Your Excellencies, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, the 12 months that we spent at the law school were relentless. In fact, I don't think I have ever read so much in such a short time. As you can see, my eyes were perfect before I went to law school, and now I am forever condemned to wearing glasses. Our dear lecturers exerted pressure of constant tests and assignments without any remorse. And we were all disciplined in one way or the other for either being late or not adhering to the strict dress code. This notwithstanding, we are all aware that this is what it takes to build a center of excellence. The pressure was so high, as one lecturer leaves, another one is entering. And I must admit, there were many occasions when we would pray that the next lecturer somehow would not turn up for lectures. However, it is because of this strict training that we can proudly say today that we have earned our place. To this we owe our utmost thanks and appreciation to the esteemed lecturers who made great sacrifice in dedicating their time and effort to impart their knowledge on us. We have benefited from the immense wisdom of some of the finest legal minds in this jurisdiction, from His Lordship, Justice Raymond Sock, the current Acting Chief Justice and Director General of the Gambia Law School, who lectured legal drafting and conveyancing. His Lordship Emmanuel Akomayo Ejim, the former Chief Justice, who lectured civil procedure. The Honorable Justice Mama Fatima Singate, who lectured professional conduct, law office management and solicitor's account. The Honorable Justice Basiru Mahoney, who lectured law of evidence. The Honorable Justice Emmanuel Inkia, who lectured the Gambia legal system. The Honorable Justice Abdullahi Mikhailo, who lectured Criminal Procedure 1. Mr. Gayso, who lectured Criminal Procedure 2. Mr. Chedlo Marena, who lectured Company Law and Commercial Practices. Mr. Daniel Kulo, who lectured Advocacy Skills. Mr. Pahari Jame, who provided tutorials and supervision, and Mr. Simeon Ate Abi, who also provided tutorials. Since all of our lecturers were either full-time employees of the Gambia Judiciary, Attorney General's Chambers, or other institutions, it must have been extremely difficult for them to find time to lecture at the law school, bearing in mind the level of preparation one must have to undergo to lecture at this level, provide notes, and mock tests and assignments. We are also grateful to your immense sacrifice, which words cannot express. My Lord, the Acting Chief Justice, your words of wisdom and guidance will always resonate in our minds wherever we go. We are also highly appreciative of the efforts of the former Chief Justice, Honorable Justice E.A. Ajim, for his efforts in ensuring that the law school was put on a sound footing before his departure. I have been asked by my colleagues to assure all of our lecturers that we will endeavor to live up to the expectations and perform as well as humanly possible as legal practitioners. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, thanks and appreciation is extended to the administrative staff of the Gambia Law School, Ms. Ida Kebe, Ms. Marian Robinson, and the indefatigable Buba, including the cleaning staff, for printing our assignments and photocopying our documents in a timely manner, and providing a conducive environment for learning. We would not have been able to succeed without your invaluable assistance. Our utmost thanks and appreciation is also extended to our families and friends who have provided us with moral and financial support. It has been a long, arduous journey which required patience and understanding, especially from our spouses. So a special thanks to all of you. We rest assured that you will all be duly compensated. A colleague of mine asked, how would those with 2 wives provide that compensation? I must say that I cannot answer that. My only advice would be to do it in an equitable manner. Your Excellencies, distinguished guests, there were some legal practitioners from the private bar who have also provided support in the form of materials, advice, and there are too many to mention. 2 of them, however, appeared as guest lecturers, such as Mrs. Ami Bensouda and Mr. Ellis Kamara. Please accept our appreciation for your contributions. Dear colleagues, before I conclude, a quick word of advice. We have only taken the first step through a door. On the other side of that door is a very wide room. So let us not get too cocky at this point in time. We should continue to read, do research, and know that we are new to our profession. Observe and listen to our seniors, and ensure that if we are stuck, to find help. We will make mistakes, but it is how we recover from those mistakes that will determine what kind of legal practitioners we will be. Your Excellency, the Vice President, my colleagues have asked me to convey to you, and through you, to His Excellency the President, their profound gratitude for all of the assistance that he has personally rendered to most of us. In fact, for a good number of those of us who have been called today, His Excellency the President provided tuition fees from the LLB all the way through to the Gambia Law School. But since he is not here, we will still ask you to convey our profound gratitude and thanks and appreciation to him. In conclusion, as providing access to tertiary and professional education at the doorstep of Gambians is being the only way to train, educate, and build capacity of our nation in the numbers required to have an impact on national development, it is no surprise that His Excellency the President was personally involved in the setting up of the Gambia